Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's all about learning how to dance in the rain. Till now, we have discussed the problems of permutation and combination, probability. Under probability, we have discussed the problems based on coins, based on dice, based on the color balls. And simple interest, compound interest, problem based on trains, ages, etc. In this video, we are going to learn a favorite topic, that is profit and loss. Day to day, we come across profit or losses. Now let's understand the problems, how we can calculate the profit and how we can identify the losses. Myself Nigar Sultana, and you're watching RN Digital Learnings. Now let's move on to our computer screen.
Before we start solving the problems of profit and loss, let's start understanding the formulas. We need not to be by heart the formulas, just we need to understand how these formulas are implemented. So first of all, we must know there are few terms which we will be using in the solving the problems of profit and loss. What are the terms? The terms like what is cost price, what is selling price, then what is profit, it is also called as gain. Then we have one more term called as loss. So now first I will be explaining the scenario of what is the loss, what is gain, then what is the cost price, selling price. Suppose we have one material, or let me take an example of book. I have a book whose cost price is 100 rupees. Okay, now before I explain you the scenario, I must tell you what is the cost price, right? Now the price at which the article is purchased. I have purchased one book. This is my book. Okay. So I have purchased this book. So what is the rate of the book? Rate of the book is 100 rupees. So this is my cost price. The price at which any article is purchased is nothing but your cost price. Now what is the selling price? Now what I will be doing, this book I will be selling to someone, some another person at cost of 120 rupees. The price at which an article is sold. Just to remember the difference between cost price and selling price. The price at which the article is purchased is nothing but your cost price, and any article which is sold at some price, so that price is nothing but your selling price. Now with the help of this example, I will be explaining what is the profit and loss. Now, so I have told you that I have purchased one book which is the cost is 100 rupees, that is my cost price. So cost price of this book is 100 rupees. Now I will be selling the same book for some another person from for the rupees of 120. So this is my selling price. So now I have invested rupees 100. Now again I am selling the same book for 120 rupees. Right. So I have 100 rupees which I have purchased the book. Right. Now I will be selling the same book for 120 rupees, in the sense I will be getting how many rupees extra? 20 rupees as extra. So I am getting some extra money. So that is nothing but your profit. So here the selling price is greater than the cost price. So this concept is nothing but your profit. Now what is loss? Suppose I am selling the same book for 80 rupees instead of 120. I am in loss. I have invested the rupees 100 for the book to be purchased, that is 100 rupees. Now same book if I sell for 80 rupees, I am in the loss of 20 rupees. So here in this case, cost price will be greater than the selling price. Suppose if I purchase this book for 100 rupees and sell for 100 rupees, is there any profit? No. Is there any loss? No. Because how the money which I have spent it for purchasing 100 rupees, same is used for selling. There is no difference between the cost price as well as the selling price. So I hope everyone have understood the basic concept of profit and loss. Now let's start understanding the formulas. So the first formula is how to calculate gain. What is gain? Profit, right? So how to calculate this profit? So here selling price is greater than the cost price, right? So selling price minus cost price will give you the profit. Here I was subtracting 120 and 100, right? I was subtracting the 100 rupees from 120, I was getting the profit. Now next formula, how to calculate loss. So loss can be calculated as, so what is a greater number here? So this is your cost price, right? Cost price minus selling price. So in the case of loss, so this is the concept of loss, right? So how will you calculate? Cost price minus selling price will give you loss. So this is your profit and this is your loss. Now next, I have told you that 20 rupees was a profit. Now if I want to calculate in terms of percentage, how will I calculate? So this is my gain percentage. How will I calculate? So whatever if I get the gain, so this 100 represents, sorry, this percentage represents 100. So write it as 100 divided by cost price. So this is a formula of gain percent. Fourth one, loss percent. I have told you that I have incurred 20 rupees of loss. So what is the percentage of I am getting the loss? So that can be calculated as, this is the loss percentage, means it is 100 divided by cost price. Now you might have observed that we have been using the cost price and cost. Why we are using the cost price? Because there is no change in the cost price. See, the selling price can change. I am selling for, see, the cost price of the book is 100 rupees. Now this can be changed to 120. Suppose a person P1 have purchased a book of 100 rupees, right? And this book will be sold for 120 rupees to P2. Again this 120 rupees can be changed to 140. See, the selling price can change but the cost price remains same. So we have taken cost price for percentage gain and the percentage loss. Another formula is, fifth formula state that, so what this formula is, now there are some scenarios where you will be given the gain percentage or loss percentage along with the cost price and they may ask you to find the selling price. At that situation you must use these formulas. If they have given the gain percentage, means use this fifth formula. If they have given the loss percentage, means use the sixth formula. Now suppose there are another case, if they are asking you to calculate the cost percentage when the gain cost price, when they have given the gain percentage as well as the loss percentage. So what is the formula? Cost price is equals to 100 divided by 100 plus gain percent into selling price. Another is, see, this is the formula we have used when there is a gain percentage is given. Now when the loss percentage is given, means 100 minus loss percent into the selling price. So this is your minus, and see, you can remember in this way, whenever there is a gain percentage, add that gain percent to 100. here also. When we are using the loss percent, so always use 100 minus loss. Clear? Now, there is another scenario when we are selling a same item at, suppose, now I have two items. Now I have two books, so this is your B1 and this is your B2. Now at a time I am selling both the books. What happens? Suppose if I am selling the book 1 at 10% profit. Now I am selling the another book for 10% loss. At this situation, always remember there is a loss. So when there is this case, so what formula we need to use to calculate the loss percentage? This is loss percentage is equals to, this is your common loss and gain percent divided by 10 the whole square, or we can tell this is your gain percent or the loss percent divided by 10 whole square. So this is a formula. Now this is the last situation where if any trader uses a false weight, suppose what they will be doing, they will be keeping a weight as 960 grams and they will be showing as it is a 1 kg. So there is a false weight. So at this situation, how to calculate how much that person have gained? So at the situation, what is the gain percent? Error means how much the error they have kept divided by true value minus error. Into 100. So this is a way to calculate the gain percent. So we will understand these formulas while we are solving the problems. So now let us see the first problem. The first problem states that a man buys an article for rupees 27.50 and sells it for 28 rupees 60 paisa. Find his gain percent. So now you must understand, first let us write down what is the data given. So what is the data they have given? So understand the problem very well. A man buys an article for rupees how much? So now he is buying an article. So this is my cost price, right? And sells for 28. This is my selling price. So now what is the solution? So first write down what is the data given. So cost price is how much? 27.50. Now what is the selling price? So selling price is 28.60. Now what they are asking us to find out? The gain percentage. So what is the formula to find the gain percentage? So this is a formula to find the gain, right? So first, before we find the gain percent, we must know what is the gain. So how to calculate gain or the profit? The profit is calculated by, I have told you, selling price minus cost. What is the selling price? 28.60 minus 20.50. So what is the gain or what is the profit? So the profit is 1.10. So now next is write down what is the gain percent formula. Gain percent is equals to gain star 100 divided by cost price. So what is the gain? So gain is nothing but 1.1 into 100 divided by what is the cost price? 27.50. So when you simplify this, this will be 110 divided by 27.50, which gives us 4%. What is the value of gain percent? So gain percent is 4%. So this is a way of calculating the gain percent. just you need to implement the values in the formula and simplify it. Now let's see the another problem. If a radio is purchased for rupees 490 and sold for 465.50, find the loss percentage. So first write down what is the data given. Purchased means what? So this is my cost price. Sold means what? This is my selling price. What they are asking? Loss percentage. So first write down what is the solution given. Cost price is equals to 490. Selling price is equals to 465.50. What they are asking? Loss percentage. Now let's check out which formula we are going to use. So for the loss percentage, we are going to use the fourth formula. Let's implement it. So the formula for loss percentage is loss into 100 divided by cost price, right? So this is my loss percentage means 100 divided by cost price. Now we doesn't know what is a loss. So before we implement the values in this, we need to know what is a loss. What is the formula for loss? Loss is equals to cost price minus selling price, because see, the cost price will be greater than the selling price. So we need to take the loss here. So what is the cost price? 490 minus 465.50. So what is the loss? 24.50 is the loss. So now substitute the values of loss in this formula. 24.50 into 100 divided by what is the cost price? 490. This 0 and this 0 gets cancelled. This is 245 by 49. So what is the value we get? When we divide, it is equally divisible by 5. So what is the loss percentage? It is 5%. We learn few more problems in our next video. Do watch that video.